can sync up the video and audio tracks because I am once again trying to use another editing software.
Oh, why are you using a different one? Did your
Well,
free trial run out?
no, that's part of it. So
Oh my kid, just pay for the trial.
pay for the trial? That doesn't make any sense. What?
These are. I didn't know they were scissors. I was like, why am I holding the Eiffel Tower? It's scissors that look like the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's nifty.
All right. Well, I mean, the main reason why is because I had Adobe Premiere Pro 2014, and that comes with the trial version. I think we talked about it. The trial version you can hack into and go into the file and like change your trial number ID so that it resets the days that you have left. But for some reason, when it reaches 0 days, you can't do that cheat anymore. And then if you try to like delete it and re-download it, it says nope, your trial's over. So kind of if you hit 0 days left, you can't cheat it anymore, like permanently.
Gotcha.
So I was like, oh, okay, dang. So I tried out DaVinci. It worked. DaVinci. That kind of worked, but for some reason it kind of offset the audio. So in the most recent episode that we did before this one, we kind of overlap a little bit with how we're talking and responding to each other, and that was because one of our audio files got pushed further than it needed to by like 1 second.
Gotcha.
And so that was a real problem with that. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe that didn't work. I don't know how to fix that issue or prevent that from happening in the future. So now I'm just going with like the default movie maker that's on Windows. Not the cruddy one that I used to do videos back in the day at. But there's like a modern one that's involved with Windows. So I think that works. That might work a lot better. I have to get used to where all the buttons are for all the keys and everything. Or why are we saluting? Are we saluting the troops?
I just made a mortgage payment.
Dang.
Looks like I can't go buy another car.
No, not right now.
No.
So, what was I going to say? Yeah, so we have rent coming up pretty soon, and we have the insurance.
Yeah, insurance is not fun.
No. So that's going to be like $3,000 total.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was talking with my buddy the other day about like mortgages and rents and stuff. It's like overall, sometimes renting can be more expensive than just paying for a mortgage.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad how that's how the system is, where it's like the rent is so high as well that the only difference is the payment for like the closing cost on a house versus the monthly thing. So like I've seen houses like you rent out a whole house and it's like $2,800, and I'm like, I'm paying like almost like $1,000 less on a mortgage.
Yeah.
Absurd. Absurd.
So, and it's one of those things where like you have to have that money going into it if you want to get a house. Like you're like, oh, pay like whatever $20,000 up front, and then it's like, okay, well now you have like $1,500 a month in mortgage payments for the next like 24 years or
That's
whatever.
How it is. If you don't start now, you will never will.
Exactly.
That's why I know somebody who's like 45 and he's still renting. I'm like, you are screwed. Sorry.
Yeah, sometimes it's the socioeconomic situation that you're in that you can like never escape. Like, there's absolutely no way for you to get out of renting, unless you have like affordable housing or whatever. But
people get scared about housing. It's like, I mean, you're gonna be doing the same either way. If you rent forever or you pay off a mortgage forever, you're either buying off a house or you're just paying a landlord. And it's like people are scared about the closing costs and stuff, but it's like you don't have to do 30% down payment of the total price of the house. You can just do like 3% and it'll be fine.
Yeah, if you do the minimum, you can refinance later, and it'll all work out that way.
Yeah, because even like right now, the mortgage of the house is the same price as the apartment that would allow pets. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just have a house, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yep. And like if and the housing market right now is so trash anyway, it's even harder for people, especially our age, to get into houses. I mean, you and Christine got really lucky with yours. Like, you have a beautiful house that has a lot of room, and there's enough space for you to have different like outdoor projects if you want. Like, you have that fire pit. There's room for Mando to go out there and play. So that's really exciting and really awesome. But there's a lot of situations here in Pittsburgh where having a house is not better than an apartment.
well, yeah, because you don't buy a house in Pittsburgh. You buy a house in, like, New Hampshire or Maine.
Yeah. And if you buy a house in Pittsburgh, half the time it's going to be up on a cliff.
Yeah, and good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like, you're going to have street parking. And that's
Yep.
not the point of a house.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, at that point, it just kind of feels like you're just in another apartment again. To some extent. But yeah.
Yep.
We have an entire house here for family to stay.
In case what happens? In case maybe we move there?
And in case a family wants to move here and
So we can live with you?
replant their roots. No, you can't live in the house. You can live here for a chunk of time.
Dang it. I thought we were going to be living there for free.
No. You can live here for free for for an amount of time.
Yeah, like 20 years.
Ah! No.
That's not that long.
If you plan on living here for 20 years, we're going to sign a document and you can pay me mortgage. We'll build off the house. We'll have another house connected to ours.
All of the dirt areas will be converted into a house.
Our land is just a house.
Yeah.
Minecraft. It's going to be a Minecraft house.
The taxes on that are going to be incredible, though.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how much the state is going to be like, your whole property is a house? Well, we have to tax every square
Well,
footage.
That is like a 30,000 square foot house, so...
Mm-hmm. I think Dad was talking about that when we went over, like a week or two ago, where the state of Connecticut taxes a certain portion of the house because it's, like, considered a basement, even though there's no room underneath it. It's like wherever the mudroom is, it's either the mudroom...
Like a crawl space.
Yeah, it's like the mudroom, there's like a crawl space, and then under the bathroom that he built, even though it's just like support and gravel, there's like no space under there, but Connecticut will still tax it.
What's nice about our house is that it's just a big rectangle, so there's no extra spaces for stuff like that. It's just blop, done.
Yeah. It's just straight on down.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, we're doing a terrible job of settling our debts and trying to get enough finances for baby and everything, but it's coming. It's just a very long process. Do
you own your cars outright, or are you doing payments on those as well?
Are we what? Sorry?
On your Honda.
Is
we payment on that?
So
you own it outright.
I think it was back in like October or November. We took out a loan with Discover, and so in doing so, we wiped out all of our credit card debt and our car payments. So we fully own, well, what I mean by paying off our credit card payment, I mean we consolidated all of the debt that we had on our cards and just put them in the loan. So it's just transferring those funds. But at the same time, we did pay off our cars. So our car payments, with all that interest and fees or whatever, also got paid off. So we own our cars outright.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. I mean, Maya's Beetle wasn't too expensive, so that wasn't really a big cost saver, and I've had my Civic for a lot longer. But that was still like $7,000 or $8,000 that I paid off for the Civic that I had left. So that was like $8,000 completely wiped out right there. So that's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Civic's gonna run forever.
Yeah, like I was so surprised. I took it in, and the mechanic was like, "Man, they must barely use this." I'm like, "I use it every day for work and like grocery trips and stuff. It's not like it's sitting at home in a garage. Like it's on the street, and I use it every day."
That's my daily driver, dude. It's just clean.
Yep. And then Maya's Beetle has so many, not issues, but like there's some things that could be really wrong with it, but we just don't know.
Lots of little things.
Yeah, like there's something about coils that might be needing replaced.
They're coil packs.
I think so. I forget what the mechanic guy told me, but he's like, oh, just keep an eye on the coils and these other lights, and then we'll figure out what we can do from there. Because whatever part it is, it might be proprietary, so we might have to go to a dealership to get that part.
Interesting.
Which might be more expensive than like buying it generically on Rock Auto or something.
Yeah, if coil packs on that car are, it's right on top of the engine, and you just pop them out. And you just pop the new ones back in. If there's like a misfire problem or something like that, they're all right on top. You go pop them all off.
Yeah, I think
Audi,
Go ahead. Sorry.
My Audi was a whole different story because it had all the extra junk in the way. So that I would tell you, that's not going to be too fun to do. But since it's the little 4-cylinder, they're all right on top of the engine. It'll take you like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If that.
But that's assuming like I do those repairs. I don't think I'm capable for that. I think I can really handle an oil change, and that's about it.
Okay, but coil pack's easier for that car. It's like a suction cup. It goes, it pops out. That's all it is.
You're a suction cup.
I'll show you a diagram.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, because apparently somebody's not confident in their skills.
I had never heard of coil packs until the guy told me about it.
Well, they connect the engine. Well, they connect the ignition coil to the spark plug. What the frick? That's not the right word. All right, this is I'm sharing my screen with you real quick.
Okay, give it to me.
So right here,
Okay.
there's electrical connectors like a computer. You pop, and these come out like straws in a juice box. So you go whoop, 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 and you put the new ones in, click them in, and then you go click, done.
Okay.
And if you take it to a garage, they'll charge you $300. If you do it yourself, it'll be nothing because it takes. For this vehicle, since it's right on top, it'll literally take you 10 minutes to do it. It's just take off the engine cover that is on that. The engine cover on the engine. But that engine cover that we took off when you brought the Beetle to Connecticut, you just pop that off, and then it's just 4 plugs, and they just slide right out. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I think the guy, because like the
Unless it's something else. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, if it's another system, then maybe not. But like, I forget what the guy said. I think he said he wouldn't charge us labor for the coil packs because he did say it was a fairly easy fix.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he meant by easy fix, but now that you explained it, it sounds like it's 10 seconds.
All it is. Yeah. That's probably why he was like, I'm not gonna charge. Yeah. I didn't know he wasn't gonna charge you. If he's gonna charge you like $50, I'm like, don't do it. But if he's gonna do it for free, it's like whatever. Like, be like, hey, can you put these in and can I watch so I know how to do it?
Yeah.
But super easy. I've done them before.
So that guy that we went to, he used to be up here in Ross Township, which is around 10 minutes away from us. He was at Monroe garage or whatever. But he moved to one that's in Bethel Park, which is about 35 minutes south through the city. So he's like, yeah, I moved to Bethel Park, and hopefully that's closer for you guys. And I'm like, no, it's actually twice as far. And he's like, oh, I thought you guys were South Side. And I'm like, no, we're in Avalon.
Sorry, buddy.
So he's a really good guy, and he always takes really good care of us. And so we know him and trust him enough to bring vehicles to him. So
that's good.
Yep. Car issues, and yeah, the car insurance. Actually, all the insurance. No. Yeah, because renter's insurance is only once a year. But yeah, car insurance is refreshing. In about a week or so, week and a half.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, that one is. So Progressive does this dumb thing where it's like, if you pay after June 3rd, you have to pay $640. But if you pay before, it's $500. It's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna pay before. I'll save myself $150.
Yeah, well, that's what they want you to do.
Yeah, they just don't want you to wait. They get the people who forget to check on this. I'm not gonna. I was just realizing I was showing my insurance card, but it doesn't really matter.
I don't think we can see it. It's too blurry.
True.
Our cameras suck too much.
But the I'll have to double check after the podcast. But the Jetta is going to be added on to the insurance.
Very nice.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's still under the same policy, so they don't have like mismatching refresh dates.
Yeah, that's what, like, once the new one renews, it's going to be added on to the card.
Mm-hmm.
To the thing, because right now it's the Audi and Subaru, and then once it renews, the Jetta will be put on.
Very
Or
cool.
you can just do it now, but yep. Yeah, insurance is pretty cheap. It's not that bad.
Yeah. You
Still,
probably get a big discount because you have a bunch of cars. I mean, obviously each car in its own way is pretty expensive, but like, isn't it like the more vehicles you have, the cheaper it is overall?
Yeah, because you're not driving each vehicle as much, and even with Progressive, when you add a vehicle, you can kind of add what you're using it for. Is it a daily driver? Is it a fun car? How many miles are you putting on it? Do people borrow this all the time and stuff like that?
Okay.
So, depending on what you use it for, it's also cheaper. But like the price to add Christine's car was like a third of what it was just for the Audi, and then the Jetta adding on to that is even less than what the Subaru was to add to it. So instead of it being $400 for like the car or whatever, it's like $400 and then like $250 and then like $150. So each one it gets a little less.
Okay.
So if we have like 10 cars, it's like the price of like not a lot, but New Hampshire's cool. You don't even need to insure your cars by law,
You don't even need to insure it?
or wear a seatbelt.
That's dumb.
Yeah, we're the #1 state for most deaths by not wearing a seatbelt.
Oh yeah, but like percentage wise.
Yeah, per capita, we're the most.
That's
And people
so
are like,
stupid.
no, you gotta keep it. It's live for your dime. Like, people are, no, just done.
That's unbelievable, bro.
Stupid. They should add a law where you have to wear a seatbelt, and then make a law where, or get rid of a law where you can have window tint on the front windows.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And nobody needs to know what's in your car.
Yeah, you don't have to know what we're doing in the car.
Yeah, you know.
Cops can have window tint. Why can't I?
Exactly. It's cool for them. Why can't it be cool for us?
I like how they're like, no window tint, but you don't need to buckle yourself because that will actually kill you, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Zero sense.
In Pennsylvania, you can be on your phone while driving.
So
Cool.
Stupid. So stupid. Laws make no sense sometimes for cars.
No. Nope. So I have a pretty depressing story for you. If you are willing to hear that. Oh, he's sucking.
I'll be ready.
Okay, well, he's sucking in that helium.
You know what they say, it's always a good day in the hood. This is without a voice changer, by the way. Ah!
That's his real voice, everyone.
That's my real voice, by the way. I'm not using a voice changer. I can do a voice changer so it'll be even higher, but I'm not going to because that means it'll be even higher.
Nope. And we're still waiting for Luke to hit puberty.
I'm 12. I play Fortnite.
We love Fortnite. We love
We
Fortnite.
love Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love.
Okay, no more, please. That is disturbing to me.
I am now scared. Very good.
All right, we are alive and well. Whew. So, 3 days ago. Oh, he's dead.
I'm gonna get some water.
Okay.
He's dead. 3 days ago.
Yeah. So 3 days ago, I was using my computer like normal in the morning. This was on my day off. I'm using the computer in the morning before Maya wakes up. Everything's good. It's a good time. Maya wakes up. We have breakfast. We kind of do our thing in the morning, and then I pop on really briefly at around lunchtime. I put on some YouTube video, and I'm like doing RuneScape on the side, and then I'm like, okay, well, I did that for like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, well, now it's time to do other stuff. So, I put the computer to sleep. I put it in sleep mode because I'm like, oh, maybe I'll use it later or whatever. And then, I do whatever normal chores or whatever with Maya, and then I come back at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and I press the button to wake up the computer, and it doesn't want to wake up, and instead of the power button, the power button is still blinking, right? But it's not like waking up from sleep. So I'm like, okay. So I hold down the power button to shut it off, to force shut it off. Like the whole computer shuts down, the fans turn off, but the power button is still blinking. And I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. So I turn the computer back on, and I get the blue screen of death. My computer will not boot. It has that little loading menu, that little black loading menu, but instead of going to my login screen, it just doesn't. So I go to the boot menu, and I try to reselect my hard drive of okay, well, this hard drive has Windows installed on it, so let's set that as the priority. And I reboot my computer, still doesn't boot. I go online, I look up all these different troubleshooting tips of oh, here's what the problem could be, maybe you have to do a power cycle. So I unplugged the whole computer from the wall, from the power cord. I left it off for 10 minutes, plugged the power back in, turned the computer back on. Nope, still not working. I try some more stuff. I tried to go into one of the hard drives and allocate a little zone. It's really hard to explain, but there's a certain zone that can be allocated for a Windows installation. So I tried making a little zone Windows only and reinstalling Windows. You can put Windows 10 on a flash drive or a CD and put that in your vehicle, and you can kind of install that remotely. So I'm like, okay, so I get one of my flash drives, put Windows 10 on it, put it in my computer. I allocate a space on the hard drive for Windows. And mind you, I have 3 hard drives. I have a USB external hard drive, which is 1.8 terabytes. That's my main storage for videos and pictures and stuff. Then I have an SSD, a 500 gigabyte SSD, which originally had my original installation of Windows when I bought this computer to build, and that has all my editing videos on it, including some newer ones like Airsoft and some podcast data, and a lot of games that take a lot of loading time, like Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, because you need that extra speed for the loading screens. And then lastly, I had the hard drive that used to be in my old laptop from 2013 or 2014 that I ripped out of the laptop before I threw it away. And surprisingly, it still works. So I have that as a third hard drive. It does not have Windows on it. Anyway, so I'm trying to install Windows back on the hard drive. It's not working. The installation doesn't want to work. There's a installation button and there's a repair button. The repair button will work if your computer has a corrupted version of Windows, or it's missing a file because of malware, or maybe something else going on with it, like you accidentally deleted a file in the Windows folder and your computer just doesn't work. That little repair button can take an external Windows 10 file on the flash drive and repair it that way.
Yep.
That didn't work. The installation didn't work because the installation was oh no, you already have Windows 10 installed. You don't need to install it again. But I can't repair it because it won't let me for some reason. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I text Gus. Gus is my final authority in this kind of things. So I tell him all the information I just told you. I'm like, I tried all these different things. He's Googling it too because he's at home. And at this point, I'm at work. I'm driving around in my Amazon van, just going through my day, trying to figure stuff out. Gus finally gets back to me and he's like, hey, did you try all this stuff? And I said, yeah, I tried all this stuff. And then he finally says, you may just have to buy a new hard drive and reinstall Windows on a fresh, clean hard drive. So I said, okay, that's what I'll do. So in the middle of my shift, I drive to Best Buy. I get myself a new hard drive.
Yikes.
I get the cheapest one there. It was $20 for 250 gigabytes. I basically got paid half that amount just being on my lunch break for when I got that. So I'm like, it's whatever. It's fine. So I get home. I install Windows on it. It installs very easily. Amazingly. The computer boots up. Cool. Awesome. Amazing. And I only have enough room for 3 hard drives. So I have a total of 4 hard drives right now. I can only plug in 3 to my computer. So I plug in my 1.8 terabyte hard drive, and I plug in my super speedy hard drive that had the original version of Windows on it. My super speedy hard drive has no data on it. Like 900 gigabytes got totally wiped out. It had old WhatsApp pictures and text messages between me and Maya when we were still dating. It had a bunch of my games. I mean, the games aren't really that important, but there's save data on those that felt kind of sucky to lose. But the games can obviously be reloaded. But it had all my pictures, all my videos that I was working on for YouTube projects, all my backup Airsoft video content, including stuff I was still working on at the time. And it was a huge loss. Thankfully, my 1.8 terabyte hard drive is totally fine, but I lost a lot of data.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Any reason why you think it got deleted, or just because you had to reboot everything and just went, it died?
I think, remember how I was saying before, you can allocate a portion of the hard drive to be for your Windows installation? I think in that process of me making a little cubby hole for Windows, everything got wiped off of it for some reason. That's the only thing I can think of.
But there was no way of you knowing that it would do that, so it was just well, this is fine.
Yeah, it was either I fool around with how Windows is getting installed, or I can't use my computer, period.
Yeah.
Because I was on a blue screen, and I tried literally every option, including a bunch of options that the internet was giving me of here's how you troubleshoot hard drives and type stuff out in the command app or whatever. And I'm just oh my gosh. So, yeah.
So that happened over the weekend? You said on Saturday?
Yeah, I think, it was Saturday. Okay, no, so it happened on Friday, and I tried working on it for a bunch of the evening on Friday, and then I got really upset and depressed, and I got into bed with Maya, and I'm like, I can't figure this out, I don't know what I'm doing, and she's like, it's okay, don't worry about it, just do it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, fine. So then I wake up Saturday morning, I try to figure out again, nothing's working, nothing's going on. Yeah. Wait, was it? Yeah.
Wait, was it now?
No, I'm sorry. This happened on Saturday.
Saturday into Sunday?
I believe so. Yeah, Saturday into Sunday. So Sunday I work, and that's when I bought the hard drive while I was working, and then I installed Windows Monday morning. So I've had my computer working for a day and a half now. Yikes. So that's, yeah.
It was just dead before. It's just no, we don't work now. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really mad and upset.
Yikes. Well, that sounds like a very eventful Saturday.
Yep. And, I had to install all my apps like OBS, Audacity, RuneScape, Steam, Epic, EA.
start from scratch all over. It's like building a PC again for the first time.
Yep. Yep.
But not fun.
No, it really sucks, man.
It was everything but the fun. It was opposite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's up and running now.
Yep, no complaints. It's running pretty well. Like I said, no complaints.
Until moments ago.
I'm playing some RuneScape right now, so you know it's working.
Wow. Yeah, it's all I know. That's all I need. Just RuneScape to calm the nerve.
Yep, that's literally all it is.
So, speaking of games, after what was the announcement? I'll just read the announcement. Oops, that's not the right one.
Luke breaking with the announcement.
Alright, apparently it's not popping up.
Oh.
Hi, here it is. So this was posted a few days ago. I think it was on Saturday as well. This is just a brief little quote. So after a demanding 7-year marathon and through fine-tuning its 5 remakes, BattleBit is being released in June 2023.
Whoa.
So what they said is that they're doing a 48-hour playtest on June 9th to the 11th, which is right around when Lou was supposed to be born. Obviously, so you won't be able to play that, but they are releasing the game next month, like as an entirety.
That's huge.
So they're finally releasing it. I've been playing this game since summer of last year, and I've only been part of that community for like 9 months. And even I'm like, it's about time. I can't imagine what it's like for the people who've been waiting like 5 years.
Right, exactly. So did the actual game development start 5 years ago?
Like, the company itself, I think, did. Like, it must have been just, like, a group of a couple people. But they've probably tried to make a game. It wasn't working or it wasn't, fine-tuned. It wasn't clicking, so they had to restart and then remake it again and restart and remake it again. And then now when they perfected it more, made it work with BattleBit, with whatever, with the Unreal Engine or whatever. I don't know what engine they use. But they actually got it to work, and then they could actually build upon each update and have it flow. Whereas before, they probably got to a point where it was just bug out or something, and they couldn't keep the servers online. But it's finally coming out, so I can play it whenever,
so cool.
Instead of once a week if I can make it.
Did they announce any new features or anything like that?
Let's see. They said that they are going to be fixing the helicopters and stuff because they're having really bad glitches. They lowered the kill counts for all the attachments, so you can get grips and sights and magazines a lot quicker for every gun. Because before it was a pretty bad grind, but they fixed that so they can actually have more guns. And then they said they wanted to update the what was it? I think they're doing like revisions on the maps as well. But as far as gameplay goes, it's really, really smooth. It flows really well. The maps are pretty balanced, but it's just a lot of little fine-tuning stuff they're working on now.
Okay.
And then Polygon.
Oh, Polygon. Yes.
Polygon is also, they just released about a month ago, they released a announcement trailer for their update, but their development team is much, much smaller. So they're also going to be doing some big updates on shaders and cosmetics, and also they're going to be doing attachments for their guns as well. But since their team is so much smaller, their update takes a lot longer. But they're also updating too, which is nice. So Polygon will be nice and fresh, and then BattleBit will be fully released, so now we can play those games as well.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's big news time for small indie games, and that's what we're loving.
And then I bought Black Ops because it was on sale, so now I have Black Ops with all the zombies and multiplayer.
Nice.
It was like $10. So now I can play all the zombies maps I never really got to play when I was younger. Because I was a big Black Ops 2 zombies guy. and Kino de Unten on Black Ops 1. But now I have all the originals that I never got to play. Well, I played on my iTouch, my iTouch from 2011. But I never got to play them with like a controller or mouse and keyboard. So now I played a little bit, and I'm like, man, this is bringing back memories. But
Yeah, I did see that go on sale, and I was gonna get it, but then I realized Lua is coming in less than 2 weeks probably, so I'm not gonna have time for anything. So I was like, well, I'll pass on this one. There's
It's
more
gonna be-
important money things.
yeah, gonna go to work, come home, Lua, sleep. Wake
Yeah.
up, sleep. Wake up, sleep. Wake up, sleep, because she's gonna be crying, and then go to work, come home, Lua.
Yep.
You're gonna be like, screw everything else. I just want baby.
No, that's what's gonna be like. I'm gonna be so in love with her. It's
You're
gonna
like-
be crazy.
You're mine.
It's my baby time. It's my time with baby.
My turn.
So
And it's
yeah.
also cute. Like you can kind of just have them since they're at that. For the first couple of months, you can just kind of hold them and you can just do whatever. Like you can still like watch YouTube and watch movies and all that stuff and just have them with you. Once it gets to the point where you're keeping an eye on them when they're running around or playing with stuff or getting in trouble, then it's like, oh, time to get up and see what Lou is doing now.
Yeah, the
is like
the
2 or
toddler
3.
the toddler phase is definitely going to be a new kind of hell.
We got past baby, now it's toddler.
What is this new sorcery?
You can walk.
The baby's on top of the bookshelf.
I'm gonna jump. Watch.
Freaking do it.
I dare you. Okay.
Death. So I baby proofed everything. There's like these
So,
little metal
like-
rings that screw into the thing, huh?
All the wires are exposed now for forks.
Yep. We made sure that there was like bright lights pointing toward the sockets, so baby
Laser
can just go like,
pointers.
all right, now we're gonna see how fast you can electrocute yourself around the house.
Boom.
Go.
The hair's gonna be like this when they're done. Fried.
If they're still alive, that's part of the challenge. But yeah, I baby proofed everything. There's these little tabs that you have to screw into your cabinets and stuff with like these metal rings that will like make sure that the shelf stays on the wall. We put like little magnets on the inside of the drawers. So if we don't want Lua like opening up the sink cabinet and being like, ooh, bleach, that's fun. There's like these little like levers on the top there that you can like set to a lock position, and you can only open them if you have a magnet on the outside, which unlocks it, so you can open the door, and then when you close the door back, it automatically locks back again. Also,
She probably won't get into any of that anytime soon, though. So it's all preemptive. Like, if she
Yeah.
ever escapes, you're good.
yeah, once she starts crawling and walking, that's like going to be the real test if those things work.
Yeah, that'll be about a year from now.
I think we have a toilet. We have a toilet thing too, so she doesn't open up the toilet and drown herself.
Hey, baby, go in water. Wow. It's a whirlpool. See?
Oh no, where'd she go? Oh, she's in the
Uh-oh.
she's sewer now.
She's hanging out with Nemo.
Is she having a fun old time down there?
She's in Australia, in Sydney.
And that's
Imagine just flushing a toilet in Pittsburgh and you just pop up in Sydney. It's like sweet teleportation.
that's what I was gonna say. Like that's like the secret of fast travel in the real world is just flush yourself in the toilet.
Imagine if that's like true. It's like the toilet goes somewhere.
You just gotta
don't
find
know.
out where.
You just go to somebody else's sewer. That's all that happens.
Yeah. Someone else's sewer.
Yeah, like my poop goes to New Mexico or something. I don't know.
Everyone has to figure out like this whole like worldwide sewer system. Like the United States is like actually the sewer system for like Denmark or something.
Imagine. Yes, you pay us to take your poop. I see how it is.
It's real goofy. But yeah, no, it's super exciting. Like, Lua is going to be here in momentarily. So that means that I think this is going to be the end of the first chapter of the podcast, where we're finally heading into season 2 of the Super Soda Bros.
Super Soda Bros will have season 2.
Season 2, new season just dropped. And
I don't even know when season 2 will start, so it's going to be all of us to find out together.
Yep, it could be this episode, because Maya can go into labor anytime. Technically
Yeah,
speaking.
because 2 weeks from now would be like the 6th, so
Yeah.
T-minus 2 weeks.
Yep. That's crazy.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a little anxious, but it's exciting.
Yeah, because, it could be tonight. What if Maya's water breaks tonight?
Hey. Should we have the same birthday as Naomi?
Well, that's assuming that Lua comes quickly.
Yeah. I mean, you got 7 hours. If it happens right now.
That's true. It could very well be. The ideal time for it to happen is, I mean, if I'm being honest, probably the morning. Like, we wake up, and then
Something happens.
Water breaks at 8:30 a.m. and then, maybe it takes a full day, so you're like pushing through the night.
Or like just in the middle of the night, water breaks and Lua just pops out, and you wake up and Lua's like, ah. Like, oh, baby! Wow.
Maya's just still sleeping.
Skip that hospital right there. We're good. Here's some scissors for the umbilical cord, and we're all set.
I have scissors. I just gotta like wash them off because they were being used to like cut boxes or something, so they have like glue on them.
Just use some hydrogen peroxide on them. You'll be good.
Yeah.
That would be insane. Just wake up and there's a baby on the bed. It's like, oh, you're here.
There's no way that would happen.
No.
No.
It'd be funny. It'd be real funny. Just babies popping out.
Especially if she was talking to you already. That's not a baby. That's like an
Mom,
actual
Dad,
demon.
I'm on the bed. It's like that baby that was born with a full set of teeth and hair.
Yeah.
Creepy. It was like, oh, you're not supposed to have those.
No, not yet. I mean, the hair you can kind of consider because, like, in the most recent ultrasound, Lua has a ton of hair.
Baby with hair.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she has teeth.
And he comes out with just one buck tooth like Larry. That'd be kind of funny too.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, I'm from the deep south.
Lua is just like a shortening mispronunciation of Larry. My name's Larry.
It just starts with an L, so it's very similar. Like, my name is, like, Larry, too.
It could be.
Could be.
Lucari.
LaCarrie.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
LaCaleb.
Caleb. It sounds like Lick
Milady.
Caleb. Caleb.
No, I'm stinky. I got home from work. Well, I showered, but you probably still don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want that. I had, 20 years of sleeping by you? I'm all set.
That's enough stinkiness for one lifetime.
Now I'm the one who stinks.
Well,
I feel so much better.
Did you forget to wear your diapers today, or did you have those?
No, I have them on. That's good.
Oh.
We're good.
That's good.
We're safe.
That's what we like to see.
Comfortable, too. Stretchy.
Mm-hmm. Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout! Right up the side.
Gross. You'll be dealing with that. You'll be like,
Hopefully
every
not.
single time. You will be.
Well, not the blowouts.
Oh, you will be.
Oh, well.
There'll be like one or two.
I hope there's none. That'd
You'll
be
just have to
great.
just get one of those nose plug things, and you'll be good.
I think I'll get so used to like normal diaper changes that I don't think it's gonna matter.
Or the breathe in, breathe out, just
Yeah. Going for round 2.
breathe in all the stinky fumes.
This gives me energy.
You just pass out on the floor. You're like sitting there twitching, and Maya's like, what just happened?
Who needs coffee when you have baby poop?
Yeah, poop.
But yeah, it's super exciting, super nervous, just hoping she gets here quickly.
Yeah, the wait is over.
Well, the wait is still here, but it will not be anymore.
Yeah,
Also, nice disciple reference.
I tried.
think
Classic Crime released a new album,
Hmm.
and I only listened to the first 2 songs, but it sounds really good. It's like really hard punk rock, but rock.
Okay.
It's like their the fight song, but more punk aspect, but also heavier. It's hard to explain.
What do you know a band that they could be like? That they sound like? Do they sound like Billie Eilish?
No.
Do they sound like Flyleaf? Do they sound like David Dobrik?
Definitely not.
Do
It's like hard alternative rock.
That's so weird. I
So,
can imagine what that would be like.
Just listen to their first 2 songs. Rage Boy is a minute long, and then Right Now is 3 minutes, so it's 4 minutes.
Okay.
So I will. Whoopsies.
You could probably share the screen, and then I think the sound should come through if I click on that. YouTube and Spotify don't copyright strike us because this is fair use. We're commenting on other content.
There you go. I just sent you the songs.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah, it's right there in Discord. Should play.
Okay, I'm just
So-
gonna click. I'm gonna click Rage Boy.
You can listen to it right now.
Oh yeah, you can kind of hear.
Wait, that's the preview. It's not even the real song. Hold on. Come on now.
No,
Open your just go on your Spotify.
the preview's fine.
No, it's not. It's different.
Well, okay, hold on. I need to reinstall Spotify.
Oh.
Yikes. Man, that's a shame for me. Where's the download button? There we go. This is probably gonna take a while. I don't even know if I remember the login info, if I'm being honest.
Oh boy.
Oh, I've gone. Wait, Google Play. This Google account is not yet associated with the device. Please access the Play Store app on your device before installing apps. Bro, but I did. Ugh. New computers stink. Google Play. No, Play, not Chrome. Do I need to download the actual... What's happening? I don't want to think about this right now. This is too hard for me to think about.
My brain can't work.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
It's broken.
I'm stupid and dumb. In music-related things, I listened to a bunch of Demon Hunter today. I think that True Defiance and Extremist are the best Demon Hunter albums. You can make the argument that True Defiance takes number one. Every single song is a banger. They're all iconic. Same thing with Extremist, but I just think, like, for my personal tastes, I think True Defiance does a better job.
Well, True Defiance also has that slightly more nostalgia feel where we were enthralled by Wheels of Thorn, so that when we were waiting for the next album, True Defiance came out, and we were just like, no, damn it, like freaking out about new Demon Hunter music. So that also has a play and effect to it as well. But I do agree that True Defiance is overall it's a better album overall, but also has more like a better balance between flows of the songs versus True Defiance. Because Wheels of Thorn is their last album of them just being heavy Demon Hunter,
Yeah.
It's a great album, amazing, like no bad songs, but like True Defiance has that. They have more characteristics involved in it that their modern stuff has.
And it's that transitionary period where
Yep.
Extremist has a ton of lighter songs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're still like hard music, but like the vocals for the songs have definitely calmed down a little bit overall. Then that got me thinking, because I'm like, what does like old Demon Hunter sound like? Because I don't think I've really given old Demon Hunter a fair shot. So I listened to their first album, which was self-titled, and then their second album, which is Summer of Darkness, which has that one song that has Trevor McNeven on it from TFK.
Yep.
Very weird. Definitely like early 2000s metal for what it sounds like.
Yep.
Summer of Darkness, they kind of sound they're like old and rough because they're not like they're still very new as a band, but they still have that Demon Hunter core to them, which is really interesting. They're okay. That music isn't something that I really like or listen to, but I think it's just they're good historical pieces. Once we get into the late 2000s, like The World Is a Thorn and that other album, the one right before it. What's it called?
Storm to Get to Hell.
That one. Yeah. Like once we get into that, that's when it's like, okay, this is like Demon Hunter is like at their prime. I get for the time, I guess, but like you could definitely call those albums like classic albums. So I'm getting there. I only got through the first two albums today, but definitely really solid. Yeah, I was on fire today. Just the music I was listening to really helped me push through the shift.
Yeah, sometimes it helps out a lot, just like what you're listening to, just to get through the day.
Yeah, because sometimes podcasts will slow me down, and my brain will start like thinking about how much packages I have left and where I still have to drive through, and I might be exhausted because of the heat and all this other kind of stuff. So podcasts, like, they unintentionally and mentally slow me down, which then slows down my workflow. But when I'm listening to music, I kind of have that push forward very often.
Yep.
So I think listening to mostly music today was really got me through.
Because, like you said, podcasts kind of chill background, kind of fun to listen to, but then music is what it really helps your soul.
Yes, the soul that I do not have because
True.
I'm deemed to be a ginger.
Gotta make up for it somehow.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I need to listen to more soul music.
No. And by soul music, I mean color decay.
Pretty good.
Very solid.
Solid.
I'm all out on my own, no microphone.
Yeah, no microphone.
Sorry, I'm just listening to music now because I love that album.
Ignorance.
Yeah, Ignorance is really good. I like Reaching a lot.
Reaching's really good. Although their like dubstep song Reasons, I think that's better than both of them.
Reasons?
Yeah. Give me a reason to say we'll be fine and make me believe we leave the past behind. You don't know that one? It's not on their Color Decay album.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. It's so good. There's like it's
I've never heard this one.
You have not heard of it? My brother in Christ and also my literal blood brother. This song
I didn't know this thing existed. When did it come out?
It came out before the
EP?
no, it came out after the album before the deluxe edition.
Oh.
Like in between because they collaborated with I guess an EDM artist. So the first half of the song is like the light vocals and then kind of has more like the EDM, classic poppy EDM drop and then it goes into heavy vocals and then the heavy vocals drop into like the dubstep.
That's a lot of listens.
It's so good. I think it's, what is it, 14 million?
1.3 million.
Oh, I thought it was a lot higher for some reason. But yeah, no, it's solid. Like, when we're off the podcast, listen to it all the way through. And give me your thoughts. Text me your thoughts because, so good. Reasons by Devil Wears Prada. Top tier non-album song.
Non-album song. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, they're touring with
Fit for a King?
Fit for a King.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that their closest show. Where'd it go? Where did you go?
I think it's Manchester. Manchester, New Hampshire.
No.
No?
I would have remembered that. I would have bought tickets. I thought they had a Boston show. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. September 28th, Palladium, Worcester.
Oh, Worcester. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Which is pretty far from us. September 28th. That is it's a Thursday.
Ew.
I cannot see that. Nope. Even if I have to take half a day off Thursday and then take Friday off.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
Man, well, cool. Palladium's perfect because it's a small venue too.
I know. Man.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Maybe next time. Don't cry. It's okay.
I am crying. I feel nothing but pain.
In your heart.
In my heart. So tomorrow, truck is going to be getting an alignment done because we had to install a ton of new suspension parts on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we can finally drive it because right now the tires, with the steering wheel straight, the tires do this.
Oh.
So they're a little bit crooked. So I'm like, definitely needs an alignment now because otherwise we'll eat through the tires. So tomorrow I'm dropping it off, get an alignment, and then we can drive the big boy truck around again.
Mm-hmm.
So Christine's been excited about that because we haven't driven the truck in quite a while. Did I tell you about how bad the steering components were for the truck?
I don't think so.
Oh. So there's a big bar, so it's steering wheel, column that goes to the steering rack, which then turns it. So it's a bar and a bar. You're not supposed to move them really at all. When we brought it to get it inspected, the guy was like, hey, you should come take a look at this. He took the bars and went clunk, 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 clunk. And
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
ooh. He's like, you are lucky. This could have been real bad real quick. I'm
Ooh.
like, wow. Well, that's
So-
140,000 miles on those.
So it could have just, like, exploded while you're going down the road?
Not exploded, but it would have. They were still intact, but the play in it was really bad. So if we had, the wheels that we have on are like big mud tires, the big beefy tires. But if we had the little normal stock tires, which are a lot skinnier, we would be having like our steering wheel would be doing this the entire time because the steering components are all fighting against each other because they're all loose. But since we have the big tires, it kind of like settles it down a little bit. So he was asking us questions and stuff, and he's like, do you like have like issues with like steering, or is there like a lot of play in the wheel? I'm like, we have no issues at all. He's like, that's bizarre because you would be shaking all over the road with how bad it is. I'm like, well, if I knew it was bad, I wouldn't have been driving it. So I'm glad we got that taken care of. So get the alignment done, we take it back to him, and then we can throw a new inspection sticker on it.
Pretty solid.
Yes, and then we can bring the mountain bikes and mini bikes around.
Oh, I went up to a week and a half until my inspection sticker expired.
Oh, that's fine. My Audi still doesn't have one.
Oh, nice.
It's been due for almost 2.5 years.
Wow. And you haven't gotten into trouble yet?
No.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
I've seen people with 2018 inspection stickers that are out of date, and I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
bro.
that's crazy, dude.
I don't think I'd ever be able to let it lapse and go away.
My Audi won't pass because it needs tires, but I'm gonna buy tires this week for it.
Okay.
Because even if I bring it in, I'm like, hey, can you inspect my car? They're like, you're gonna fail because you have bad tires in the rear. I'm like, so I have to buy tires for it, and then it'll pass.
Yeah,
Buy
it's,
tires and then rip off the front window tint, and then it'll pass.
yeah, it's also kind of hard to like use a car if it doesn't have tires. You know,
Exactly.
it just scrapes on the ground and
It'll pop a tire if anything. It'll pop a tire. But, yep. So, truck, good car. Good car. Truck, good truck.
Truck is good car at the same
Truck-
time.
Truck, good car. Trunk, good car. But, yeah, we
Yeah.
go mountain biking and stuff, because I don't think our bike rack really fits on any of our other cars. It might fit on Christine's Subaru, but the bike rack fit the Forester perfectly. But now we don't have the Forester anymore, so it's like, I guess we're just going to use the truck now. And we would have gone biking last weekend, but we couldn't because I did not feel safe driving the truck with. I didn't feel safe knowing that the truck was in that condition.
Makes sense.
Because ignorance is bliss.
Indeed. Indeed. Changing topics a little bit before we wrap up. Are you and Christine playing any games? Is there any Switch games?
Not really. She was playing her new Pokemon game a little bit a couple weeks ago. But not really anything new. We haven't really. This is the second time I've turned on my computer in the last like week and a half.
Oh.
So the last time I played games was like a couple days ago, and that was the last time I played for quite a while. So I have not really been on my computer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was going through all my computer issues, I was like trying to see what games got deleted and whatnot. I was trying to say like, okay, well, here's some games that I haven't played in a while. The game that I haven't played in the longest is there's a Warhammer 40K game called Dawn of War, and I haven't played that since August of 2016. So
Wow.
it-
Your records.
it is up there.
You should open it.
No, I can't break the streak now.
The streak of not playing it.
Exactly.
That's how it was for like Fistful of Frags. Like I checked it like 2 years ago, and it was like last time played 2018. I'm like, that was way before COVID. But
So-
I don't think Fistful of Frags even works anymore.
Maybe it does. I haven't tried in a while either.
I don't know.
But I did see Total War Rome 2. I am a absolute sucker for Total War. And Rome 2 is just the GOAT. It's just so fun. So, all my saves got deleted, which is fine. It's like the end game stuff where you're kind of just like mass producing armies for the heck of it and just like crushing rebels. Kind of like late game Risk, where there's just rebels left that pop up, and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and they just like fight small rebels. Same thing. So I started a new game, and that's probably gonna take me maybe 40 hours for the campaign, but I've done that multiple times before. So, and also I'm probably not even gonna have time regardless.
Ooh, Far Cry 6 is 75% off.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's got Gus in it.
Gus Fring
Yes.
from The Walking Dead. Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah, so that's been it. I mean, other than like briefly playing Total War for half an hour, it's been all the same stuff. Are you okay?
I just pressed on Far Cry 6. I entered my age, and then a different game popped up.
What?
I don't know what the heck happened there. It went to like Age of Maps. And I'm like, what the frick is this?
What is Age of Maps?
I don't know.
I need to look that up.
No, wait, hold on. I lost it. Oh, Far Cry 6. Oh, wait.
There's no Age of Maps on Steam.
Not Age of Maps. It was some map game.
Excuse me, sir. New DLC for Age of Empires 2? Return of Rome. What is that?
Oh, Battlefield's on sale again.
Hmm.
They must be really trying to get some money.
I could buy it again.
I have it for Xbox Live.
Oh yeah.
I have Game Pass, but I don't play enough games to do anything on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Kind of sad. I don't. I should probably just buy it off Steam and do that.
This Age of Empires 2 Return of Rome DLC, it's literally it's a sub game, right? It's like it uses the Age of Empires 2 engine, but it brings back all of the civilizations from AoE 1. Including the Lac Viet, an ancient civilization of Southeast Asia. 3 fully voiced campaigns, a new game mode, and so it uses like the graphics and the game layout of AoE 2, but like with all the old models and stuff. That's pretty cool. It's $15. How about let's not do that?
Goat Simulator is on Game Pass. Guess what I'm installing?
Aren't there like 3 Goat Simulator games?
I think there's 4 now.
What? Oh, that's too many. For
Wow.
me.
Main story 2 hours. Completionist 9 hours.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Goat Simulator 4 looks really funny though. They added a whole lot of like multiplayer stuff to it. So you can like mess around with your friends and stuff.
Yeah, I can't really commit on new games right now. Like obviously I'm still stuck on OSRS and Battlefield 2042 but not so much Halo Infinite. But like in terms of like buying a new game, I have other games that I own that I can play.
Yeah.
There's not a need for me to do
Yeah,
anything
usually I
new.
play better. Mando, what are you doing up here, buddy?
He's vibing. Straight up pimping.
Mando, come
There.
here.
There he is. Come here, buddy.
He's up here for some reason. I'm not sure why.
He was checking out Dad. Maybe did Christine move the gate?
Yeah, I think Christine came up and went in the shower, and now Mando's up here too. He's like, you are both up there now.
That's probably fine.
He's supposed to be up on the weekends, not weekdays.
I don't think he can remember what day it is anyway.
It's just a day in the life of a doggo.
Today I woke up and I ate just like every other day.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Papas. Hi, Papas. Yeah, stinky breath.
Yeah, because, he wasn't brushing his teeth.
No, he forgets all the time. Huh, Mando?
Mhm.
Mando. Mando.
There he is. Oh.
So sad looking. Sit, Mando. Hey, hey. There you go. Good boy.
He's just a sad boy.
Other paw. Other paw. Not your mouth. Good boy.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. He's
Good
adorable.
dog.
If
Yeah,
you watch the YouTube video, you can see Mando, my doggo.
Yeah.
I
Check it
know.
out.
You should, Caleb, you should say there's a special guest star this episode and people might click on it. New guest star, he's a real son of a bitch.
The clickbait thumbnail. Luke has a son? Question mark, question mark.
He's 3!
Gone viral.
Gone viral, and he's really, really hairy.
Ooh, all that hair.
Mando's just wants to be here. He's just not moving.
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah, he just wants to chill.
He just wants pets.
Mm-hmm.
He's just hanging out. Mando.
Maybe he just wants to snuggle with you. Maybe he's just like, yeah, let me get in there.
Hey, let me warm up a little bit. No, he's like anti-snuggle.
Anti-snuggle.
He's not a snuggly dog. He doesn't like to snuggle up with people.
Hmm.
He likes his space when he sleeps. I've learned that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get a pet anytime soon. I think having a baby is challenge enough in its own.
Yeah, maybe in a couple years' time, like a kitten or something, or a
Maybe.
little dog, small dog.
I feel like Maya's gonna have the final say and be like, no, if we're getting a pet, it's gonna be a dog. Which is fine.
It could be like a smaller dog too. Like, I mean, smaller dogs are easier to take care of and stuff, just because you can kind of pick them up and throw them around. You could get a corgi.
I know they're so expensive though,
Yeah, true.
but that'd be adorable.
But you could get a corgi.
I would love a corgi. That would be
They're
amazing.
Adorable. I love corgis.
Yeah.
Or like a little French bulldog with the little pointy ears and a little boxer snout.
Yeah.
But they're also expensive.
All the cute dogs are expensive. That
Or just
stinks.
get a dopey gold retriever.
That's true.
Little dopers, dope dogs, just sleeping, man. It just was, wow. I love playing.
It'll depend. We'll have to see.
Great Dane, Scooby Doo,
What's new, Scooby Doo?
coming after you.
And we're gonna solve that mystery.
I see you, Scooby Doo.
Sung
Sorry.
by the song was sung by Blink 182.
It was.
It was. Maya found that out a couple weeks ago.
That's why it's such a slammer.
Yeah, that's why I have vibes. That's why it's a good old vibe check.
Blink 182 has some pretty good, fun sounding songs.
Oh yeah.
Really like Summertime.
All the Small Things, classic.
Yep, Story of My Life.
Mm-hmm.
Small Things. Their new song that came out was pretty good. That came out last year.
I didn't hear it.
No, it was good. I liked it.
All right, so your homework is to listen to that Reason song all the way through, preferably as loud as you can for the bass drops, and then get back to me. Is there any homework that you would like to assign me, sir?
Be a man.
I failed.
I'm sorry. Well, you have a kid, so I think you did something right.
I probably did something. I contributed somehow.
I contributed to society.
In a
So,
negative
Caleb,
way.
Fun fact: we did not do an intro on this podcast. Farewell,
So
season 1, going out with a bang.
we're changing things up. This is new us, new podcast.
And Caleb, close us out.
Well, everyone, if you liked what you watched / listened to, we have more coming out for you, hopefully in 2 weeks, but it could maybe not be, so this may or may not be the last time you hear from us on the podcast, at least for right now. We do plan to keep the podcast going, but because of the new addition to the Soderbergh family, there's going to be a lot of choices made to put the priority on the baby rather than the podcast for obvious reasons.
Does this mean we'll have a special guest possibly next time we do a podcast?
We are 100% having a special guest whenever she appears.
So, what you're basically saying is, next time you see us, there will be a third member of the podcast.
There may be a third member of the podcast because Maya just might not go into labor yet.
But will this third member contribute anything? I don't know.
Yeah, she'll have lots of important things to say, like, Gwah.
And,
And also, bleh.
Thanks.
So I also do want to say that also means I made a whole separate video about this over the weekend, but there's also going to be a slowdown in other content for video games and airsoft and whatnot. One, for loss of data for my computer and the hard drives, and two, there's just not going to be enough time to put out video game videos, let alone for me play video games. Probably, maybe. So that's going to slow down a lot. But we do want to keep coming back and keep the channel active, keep the podcast active. It's not like we're going to be not talking to each other just because there's a baby. Of course we're going to, but
We just
maybe
want to.
yeah, maybe the
things.
podcast will be shorter. Maybe the podcast will go down to half an hour. It's really going to depend, So that's it. Is there anything else you want to send us off with, Luke?
Drink beer.
Smoke cigars.
Poop on a deck and leave it for the Norton person to clean it up. You know what they say? Kick a dolphin, ride a seal. America.
USA. Number two, maybe.
How dare you? Number 1, China. Bing bong. No one's gonna make it this far in the podcast. It's fine.
That's a meme for everybody wondering. But yeah, so but do you know what's more American than any of that?
Apple pie.
Smelling bacon.
So you do smell bacon. After.
Press the spot.
I am concerned.
Don't
Say
be.
hello to. This is the welcoming part to season 2 of the Super Soda Bros podcast, where all good podcasts die.
Hold on, I'm mating my hunter in World of Warcraft, and I'm destroying this raid. I'm like level 100 right now.
Do you have the Fortnite Battle Pass and Warhammer 40k?
Oh no, I beat that already. Oh, I beat all that already. I already have all that.
You drink my freaking Mountain Dew.
Where's my freaking Mountain Dew? Let me smell your breath. Let me smell your breath.
Okay, bye everyone.